Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. If you guys are enjoying the daily episodes, please make sure you press the like button and subscribe to show your support for the channel. And the question of today is, are you long term bullish or bearish on crypto? Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to see you guys' opinion. Like long term, I'm talking a couple years, and let me know what you think about crypto. Will it be all the way there up there, or will it still be where we are at right now, or will it be lower? Let me know. All right. So first thing is something quite controversial, but I believe it is really freaking interesting. So stay with me here as we're gonna read through something which might stir up your mind a little bit. So first of all, here's the tweet we covered earlier today. The troll tweet, the fun tweet, which reads, Ripple co-founder Jim McCaleb sold 54 million XRP in April. Uh, Ripple co-founder sells 54 million XRP. No one will ever be able to sell 54 million Bitcoin. Of course, it's just a joke. You can laugh about it, but Galgatron took the offensive road and went heavy on him. So Galgatron said on Twitter, that's $11 million worth of XRP in a month. Bitcoin miners sell $16 million in a day. Now, story time. All right, let's zoom in if we can. Denialist Dan. Incredibly myopic with the amazing ability to criticize other coins for things their preferred coins are much worse at. E.g., they claim Ripple is dumping on the market, and yet Bitcoin miners dump 30 more times as much on the market, but that's alright. Or how about them claiming that 80% of all the XRP validators can conspire to double spend XRP? Yet, right in front of their own faces, just 4 mining pool operators can destroy Bitcoin. Or how about that Ripple holds too many XRP, and yet some mysterious Satoshi guy disappears with 1 million Bitcoins, and yet that's okay. So I don't actually like that comparison because Satoshi supposedly has 1 million Bitcoin, and Ripple supposedly had 65 in total, possibly even 75% of all the coins. So it's comparing apples to oranges, but all right. What the frig, man? How in denial can one be? Occasionally, they recognize how absurd it is to deny the China threat, so they throw the Stratum V2 white papers will fix Bitcoin argument out there, even though V2 is so many years away from broad adoption, if ever. Denial is a true gift. Talk about covering up the pain of reality. And to a certain degree, I would state that he's onto something a little bit. On the contrary, I would state that none of it makes real legitimate sense. Because every argument here, except for I guess the validators, can really be countered a little bit. And you guys know I'm really positive on all coins. I'm positive on Bitcoin, positive on XRP, but I really want people to make stories that are built upon facts and really are also happy for everyone to read. So you're not reading it with all these derogatory terms. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or say. Like all the scolding as well in there. I don't really like that when you're trying to get a story across. Um, so well, one of the things is I guess like miners of Bitcoin dumping more. Well, there's a difference. Mining in this case, it's like the validation of the transactions, right? That's what the mining is done for. That's created blocks, and they're getting rewarded for that, and then they sell that reward. I think that's still different than having all the coins pre-mined. You having coins and you just selling them, because you're not getting them rewarded right now for helping out the network, and then you're selling them. And Jeb McCaleb is just having coins from the start and then he sells them, which is I think a big difference. So I don't personally like that part of it all. And also dumping more. I mean, it's also way bigger of a coin, right? In terms of volume, if you think about it, this one has 13.2 billion volume right now. XRP has 800 million. So in comparison, that should also make sense, I believe. XRP or 80% of the validators can conspire to double spend Ripple, that's supposed to be XRP, and yet right in front of their own eyes, just four mining pool operators can destroy Bitcoin. I guess that's kind of true, but it's again a difficult pull to string or difficult string to pull because it's always if enough people decide to conspire, any network can fall, and that's again where you're gonna draw the line. I mean, with Ripple, how they've arranged this for XRP, I guess it's really hard for them to take over. And Ripple alone cannot do it, but I guess maybe through a couple of good partnerships, it can still be done. So again, maybe it's harder than with Bitcoin because it's just four companies over in China. However, those four companies might also never in a million years want to work together because they're really, having separate goals. So that might also be very, very difficult then again as well. So it's not necessarily easier in that sense. It might just be that XRP as of this point is more decentralized on paper because I mean the Ripple has way less of a control there than all these mining companies in China, separately. And let's see here. Ripple holds so many. Again, I just already told you guys about that one. Satoshi has 1 million out of 21 million. And Ripple has, like, let's say, for example, let's say just for ease, half 50 billion. But Jed McCaleb also has like 10 billion. I mean, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, they must also have some good amount of XRP. If you add it all up, maybe you'll get to 65 or some billion XRP, which is, again, really simply to say 64% or so of the total. And that's it's a little bit of a different pie. However, on the contrary, a lot of that XRP will be used for XRP ecosystem upgrades, which is again a good part about it all. But hey, that's just my little opinion on it. I think it's good to see both ways with all these articles and all these things. All right, Iran licenses 7.3 million Bitcoin mining enterprises. Move aimed at easing U.S. sanctions. And fun fact, this was actually all planned to be an introduction to mining because that was actually my main point of this thing because this is going on right now as we speak. Iran has issued a Bitcoin mining license to Imminer, a Turkish-based company. Imminer will operate up to 6,000 rigs with a computing power of 96,000 terahash per second in total. And this was again another bridge to this right here. So all this worldwide is needed in order to keep Bitcoin alive. This is just one place. How is this system built to last? Lightning Network? Well, this is just irresponsible. What would Greta Thunberg say if she'd see all of this? Let alone if she'd see Chinese farms. So supposedly, oh my days, this sound was so ridiculously hard. Damn it. Ooh. Supposedly this is a North American farm, Bitcoin farm, and you can see, they have a lot of freaking rigs in there, and that takes a lot of freaking energy as well. So it's kind of crazy that we're still in a world where this is necessary. And also, let's say for example, all shuts down, all industry gets cucked a little bit. This is going to be one of the first things to fall because of all the electricity consumption and also the clunkiness. I mean, it's huge as can be. And for XRP, it's way simpler to control it. King Solomon on Twitter says, the US is going to borrow $3 trillion in the second quarter this year. They tell you digital assets are nonsense, but they borrow fake money out of their thin air and use nationalistic rhetoric to further not going to say that. Don't think for a second you're not a sheep. We all are. Well, one of the things I should just add there, or my personal opinion on it is, they're printing a lot of money. Your money is becoming worth less as we speak, and they claim that digital assets are not the future. However, there's a good chance that they are, and that's what you should keep in the back of your head. And then from Panda Ripple Panda XRP, he says on Twitter, yeah, no, we continue to be extremely pleased with the Ripple partnership and all the things we're doing. MoneyGram CEO Eric Holmes. It's just a quick update. I guess they're always being happy and they're always saying good things about Ripple over at MoneyGram. I've actually never seen them post anything negative. The last positive news about the partnership was when it was revealed by MoneyGram's Q4 report that Ripple had been paying them to use XRP. However, when I think back about that now, I don't really think it's a bad thing anyway. And last but not least, XRP gains ground in Japan. Ripple and its token XRP are gaining ground in Japan with the announcement that FX Coin is launching a remittance service using the digital token. The announcement was preceded by several achievements made by Ripple in partnership with SBI Holdings, one of Ripple's principal shareholders. And there was also a video on Crypto Eddie's channel, which you should check out then if you want more of the Japanese insights on things. But this was it for my video for today again, guys. Really tired. I think it's 3:30, if not later. Think I'd go hit the sack, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a very, very nice day. Enjoy your week.